Hi class, how you all doing? My name's Willie Stevens. I'm doing my concert and show event on Donnie McClurkin. It'll be a resurrection concert celebrating Resurrection Sunday on Friday, April 23rd, 2011. I chose this day because I thought it would be a good day to actually do a concert with Donnie McClurkin in the Atlanta area. Some of the reasons why is he's very well known in the South as a gospel artist. Many people buy his albums, very good selling. He's performed in the area several times, and just think he's overall just a great choice. Just to tell you a little bit more about Mr. McClurkin, in my next slide, I give you an artist profile. Donnie, he's a Grammy Award winning artist. He has a syndicated radio show, also performed for our president, featured on BT Sunday Best, which is about to go on air right now, so it'll actually coincide with the airing of the show. And I also know that he's had a successful DVD release already, so doing another one, he's overdue for another one. It was quite a good selling CD. He's been featured on Wild Gospel many times. He's also crossed over into secular genres with many of his songs getting airplay on a lot of hip-hop and R&B stations, as well as adult contemporary stations. So that's sort of a profile on him. He's also a well-known pastor and travels extensively preaching and teaching the Word of God. So let's get some facts about Phillips Arena. First off, it seats 21,000 people. Has 92 suites, about 1,866 club seats, 26 restrooms, various food places to eat. Has 4 restaurants there. Also many retail outlets. Also in the area, it's the CNN Center. So people coming out to see have a lot of things to do before the show. It's located centrally in downtown Atlanta. I've been there myself for a job interview, and I just think that overall the area is in Midtown Atlanta, and it's a bustling area. Maybe a couple of more details about the area. I think is Atlanta is just a perfect location for a gospel concert. As you know, we're in the Bible Belt. Atlanta is considered to be the Queen City of the South. Many people travel to Atlanta through the airports. It's really a transportation hub where a lot of people meet at, so it wouldn't be a problem as far as people coming there. Tickets are pretty decent price, and there's a lot of flights coming in and out of Atlanta. Also, Atlanta is home to the world's largest and one of the world's busiest airports. The venue is, like I said, is centrally located in the city, making it easily accessible for fans and the media. The city is also very supportive of gospel events and Christian-based events. It's been host to T.D. Jakes Mega Fest, Juanita Bynum's Threshing Floor, as well as many of the local ministers are there. People such as the Bishop Eddie Long and Creflo Dollar. They also operate in the area. So I just really think people would come out support it and be very supportive of it, and that it will be a sellout show. Some things as far as the schedule, pre-show, we would really want to start set up about 7, setting up the stage, and then we do lights and sound check around about 10 o'clock. We'll do lights and sound sit up from about 10 to 1. Then we'll have our sound check with Donnie around about 2, and just finish up with a pushed by the street team, hitting the streets and letting people know about it, trying to sell those last minute tickets if there are any. Going into the show, we would have a staff meeting around 4 p.m. Then 5 or 6 we'll have the backstage area set up for Donnie and this group when he got there. Doors open around about 6, and we'll also be going to pick Donnie up at that time. And then at 7, the first act would take the stage. The second act come out about 7:30. And then also at that time Donnie will be there. We'll go along with the documentary and go ahead and tape an interview with Donnie. And the recording of the show will actually start, and he would introduce and address the audience. And then about 8:15 the show would start. Then 10 after the show we'll start recording, stop the show, and then break everything down about 10:30. That would be that's what would happen that day, and that would pretty much be our show. Donnie's rider, an example of it, would include 4-star accommodations, 1 presidential suite, 1 king and 10 doubles, 2 security escorts to and from venue, 1 golf cart to use at the venue for sound checks and riding below the concourse of the stadium, 1 sedan for 2 days. Stated he would be there just to see the city or whatever. The venue requirements, all sound and staging, would be specially done by a group that Donnie works with personally, and the video will be done by ABC Video Company. The backstage area, he's pretty accommodable as far as the artist. Just finger food catered for 20. The tile herbal tea, 2 sofas, and a stereo with various praise and worship music. Getting into our budget, of course, you can see our venue would be about $50,000 for insurance, so $5,000. Sound and staging cost about $20, and on into the video, t-shirts, programs, rider items, artists would be expensive, $75,000, and we'll put about $50,000 in advertising. Expenses come out to $311,000 just to cover the concert and getting the packaging of the CDs and getting the packaging of the DVDs and editing and everything. We'll go into our anticipated revenue. The stadium holds 21,000 people at $30 a person, be $630,000 accumulated. And the t-shirts, would be 10,000 t-shirts at $15 a piece. Would have come out to be $150,000. Our programs, $7,000 revenue, and DVD. From the DVD sales alone, we would get $1.1 million. Pretty good number. And that's on the low end scale. Actually, we're planning to sell more like 1 million copies. And we'll get a sponsor. More than likely, we'll try to get a local sponsor that's a major company, somebody like Coke, and they would donate $50,000. Total revenue, $1.93 million. So our anticipated revenue is pretty lucrative for this project, and it would definitely more than cover our expenses that we contingency plan, possible things that could go wrong. Of course, inclement weather such as tornado. That's something that goes on in Atlanta quite often. Tornadoes. Tore up the Georgia Dome a couple of years ago, and set a couple of things back. So what we would do in that case, we would put a clause into our agreement as far as inclement weather or damage to the building, and just reschedule that for another date. Also, if the artist is unable to perform, Donnie's sick, or just some tragic actually happened, we would just have to change the date as far as the recording and redo all that, but we would continue with the comparable artists. Damage to the venue, as far as you know, like I said, different things happen, and as far as maybe something might catch on fire or anything. But anyway, we would want to definitely secure another venue besides something like the Georgia Dome, something like that. And that's pretty much it as far as our contingency plan. With my conclusions on this project, as far as the things I would really need to know before I actually contact a venue and go as far as securing different things, is to definitely have your ducks in a row, definitely have your plan set out. One of the first questions they ask is, what's your budget? So you definitely want to have a budget before you actually want to seek a venue, or even an artist for that matter. The next thing you want to know is, how many people do you plan on attending? That's another question that was asked. Then the question you really would want to ask them is, as far as insurance purposes, what is actually included with the venue, what do they provide, what infrastructure do they have in place as far as sound and staging, even lighting. Some places even have take care of their own lighting. How do they feel about catering? Do they have their own special caterer? All kinds of questions like that. You definitely want to have a in-depth pre-planning with a project of this type and with an event of this type. Another thing is, with recording, you definitely want to get your copyright set up and get everything taken care of as far as like royalties and different things you need when you're going to be producing something, because maybe the record company, your artist may not have rights to their songs, or the record company owns them, or just all kinds of legal issues that you want to take care of before you actually have an event, so everything can go smoothly. The more you plan before it, the greater profit you'll have in the end. This is what I see, because if those legal issues come up, they could really take all the profits you just worked so hard to make. Definitely have a strong contingency plan. Make sure you think of everything that could go wrong and possibly go wrong, and those are just the things that I think that are the most important. Just really making sure that you have things in place, things in order. Pre-planning is what I think. I'm looking forward to you guys' critiques. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think about my choice of venue, my choice of artist, and even my choice in doing just the DVD and not necessarily doing the recording. This is Willie Stevens. Thanks class, thanks to my professor for giving us this opportunity, and just looking forward to hearing your feedback. Goodbye.